It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Fred Warner, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the 49ers and the Pats. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Here's 3rd and 3. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And it's fielded at the 34. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 28 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A first down carry by Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason when they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy looking to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside. Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This now a 3rd and 4. Off play action. Erickson. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Patriots at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Erickson, flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get to place on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Erickson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin in East Rutherford with Miami visiting the Jets in an AFC East matchup. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. Tua with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Bijan Robinson accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. His first career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. A second down throw for Purdy. And this pass caught by Gray. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Purdy from the gun. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
Again, Elder Partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Gano the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to it, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Dances by him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Duggar. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So the Patriots coming out now.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And Now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake. Erickson. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down and 6 now.
Back to throw. Erickson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
7-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Erickson. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing on 1st down. Erickson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
There he goes, right side. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
They'll run with finds a layer. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Off play action. Erickson. This one complete to Coleman.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Erickson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On first down, Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Throwing, Purdy.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays. They might look back on and say, really, we've hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
New England's offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got down the numbers. There he goes. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
An extra point try now for Moody.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
So the Patriots now down by 7, 25 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.